Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Fleming. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson now. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 53 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Jackson will throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Terrell Bernard from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Allen going to change this at the line. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And complete right side to Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play. Mike 16.
Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Samuel going to go in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Walker has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his 1st catch here, and it's good for a 1st down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Juju Brents comes up for the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flowers going to go in motion right. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman laying himself out in the end zone. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Allen going to change the look here. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he bowls over him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And again, it's Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen to the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throw caught by Flowers. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jackson to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
To throw is Jackson.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against you.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cook running right. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. Well, Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Right side. There's Likely with it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Now he's forced out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
Thanks for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.